Hello again, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're all well. Okay, so in Euro Truck Simulator 2 again, and yeah, in the last one, we got a loan out and we upgraded our garage there. So we're now allowed, well, we now have space to have 3 trucks, which is an interesting opportunity. So I know it's a little bit early in the series to be yeah, buying a second truck, but because of this camera thing, I really want one. You wouldn't believe it. Right, and we're going to quickly pop up and unlock one of the recruitment agencies. So I've marked it on the map already. And then we're going to fuel up as well, because there's a petrol station just next to it. And then we're going to go and get some coal. And we're going, I think, Netherlands. So we'll do some, yeah, driving abroad today. On the wrong side of the road. No, on the other side of the road. Right, let's sort the camera out. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so it says that we're quite far away, but obviously this isn't a one-to-one map, so it doesn't take long to cover it. Yeah, so I hope you're all well. Hope you're all having a good one. And this one as well, this episode I'm going to do without music. It's just difficult, like, with the silence.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Okay. No worries, Sky.
Turn right.
My goodness. Screech to a stop. Yeah, and screeching's coming in the next update. I think I mentioned it in the last episode, but I can't remember. Right, we're all good. Nicely done, Johnny. I was checking that we were recording. That's my excuse.
Get ready to turn left.
Okay, lights have gone green for us.
Turn left.
Nice. Yeah, I really want that other truck, but we can't afford it yet. And I'm going to show something that I mentioned in a previous episode as well. So hopefully we get to this coal in time that we're picking up. I think that was armed police. Yeah, because I can do this ferry hack thing, this route hack. And it means that we'll do less driving and get a little bit more profit. Save a little bit on fuel. And it should be good.
Keep right.
Right, 35 will be alright. Yeah, my goodness, a poor person that's got to drive this. So, yeah, it wouldn't happen these days, I don't think. I don't think there's going to be many companies using a truck this old. This should be in a museum, this thing. Oh, it's a bit of uneven road. Nice, little Twingo. Right, why is it... Oh, I know why.
Rerouting.
So we've got to go past the place we're picking it up from. Or should I just quickly go and grab it? Let's go and grab it, because then we're in more of a chance of getting it before it expires. Seeing as we're down here. No, I've changed my mind because it's going to make loads of noise if I don't do it in the proper order. So let's just go straight across.
Turn left.
Right, now we're up. Yep. So obviously, if you're not a driver and you're not used to GPS, this is extremely confusing on this game. Because, yeah, it would, you'd see what road you're meant to go up and what road you're not meant to go up, but we only get a very basic map on the GPS.
Keep left. And then turn left.
No worries. Yeah, so it's only round the corner now.
Turn left.
Yeah, I use GPS, or I don't drive anymore, but I used to use GPS on every single journey,
Third exit.
just in case. 106 GTI, nice. And I really like Waze. I know some people hate it. Sometimes it did used to really bugger me up. It'd send me down in a car, down the most ridiculous little road. And there just didn't seem to be any logic behind it. But Google's done exactly the same. Yeah, I was driving around London once in a van. And, yeah, it was obviously trying to beat traffic or something. But it was just sending me down all these little side roads. And I was just zigzagging my way across London. Which would be great if it was an emergency. If I was in that, a police car or something, but yeah, not when you're in a hired van. What is that meant to be? Is that meant to be a Vectra? That looks terrible as a model. I like them Vectras. I have one. Oh, what's going on? There we go. Argos.
Exit now. Keep left.
Right, so just up here, there should be a recruitment company and also a petrol station. So we'll do both.
When possible, make a U-turn.
Shut up, Sky. Okay, so it should unlock it if we just... Yeah, there we go. Nice. Yeah, and these kind of areas are good for parking a lorry overnight as well.
Finding a new route.
Right, there we go. Okay, so let's suffer and get some fuel. Yeah, there's a really good roundabout that I used to park at quite often. I can't remember whereabouts in the country it was. But, yeah, one of the exits from the roundabout was for, yeah, future expansion. And it was all just, yeah, closed off. And it was quite a quiet roundabout. So, yeah, slept well. Nice. Okay, so let's go and get this coal now. Yeah, so we'll probably actually be going into a quarry as well, which will be good to show. And we might even have to use the diff lock. You never know. Right, we're going through it.
Keep left. Exit now.
Yeah, bugger. Yeah, and when you do your lorry license in the UK, you have to do yeah, kind of enhanced theory test, and that bit's alright. What's not alright is the enhanced hazard perception. My goodness. But they really do need to make that into a game. Whatever software they use to do the hazard perception is amazing.
Keep left.
It's
And then exit left.
much better graphics than any game that I've seen before. They need to make it into a driving simulator. But yeah, like, I know what hazards are, but they always just bugger me up. I've never failed one, thank goodness. But yeah, with someone who's quite safe at driving and everything, to not get a fantastic score shows that there's something that needs improving, doesn't it? Right. Fingers crossed the coal's still available. If not, I'll be able to find something else to do. But this one would be good because I can demonstrate that little kind of hack thing. Right, so it's saying keep right. Yep, that is right. Okay, round we go. Okay, this might not be a quarry actually. Right, lean forward a little bit.
Keep left. And then turn left.
IKEA? Okay, coal from IKEA.
Turn left.
Maybe they've got a sale on. Yeah, 17 ton of that, please, mate. McDonald's. That's something I like about ATS, so obviously you can turn right if it's safe to do so, you don't have to wait for lights. Right, okay, so yeah, there is a McDonald's and there's even a drive-through as well, look. Okay, into IKEA.
You have arrived at your destination.
Oh, it's not IKEA, okay. Oh, I think it's gone. Shame. Right, so let's have a look anyway. Yeah, it expired by the looks of it. Okay, let's go there. And we'll take it in just a white trailer, maybe. Yeah, we'll take it in this. So it's asking us to go through the channel tunnel, and yeah, apparently it's been revamped, and one of the forums, I can't remember which one it was, but one of the forums said that they've buggered it up, so I don't know whether that's been fixed since, but I'm sure we'll find out. Okay. Right, so off to France now. On a bounty bear. Right, we're going. And we'll have a quick look at the recruitment agency now and see how many more we got added. It might just be the one. Yeah, just one. Okay. So it's pointless recruiting anyone at the moment. It does cost a little bit of money. I think it's 1,300, something like that. But we haven't got a truck for them to use, so yeah, we won't worry about that. But maybe when we get there to France, we'll consider something. Oh, it's heavy. Right, let's do the window up. Nice. And 50. 2. That'll do me. Yeah, so this thing would have had cruise control, but it wouldn't have had much else. Oh, we could have stayed in that lane. Sorry. Hulk the road a little bit. I should be changing down. Yeah, so like I said before, I've never actually done jobs in manuals. I've helped people out, but yeah, never done a full shift in one. So it was really nice getting the shifter, so I could experience it. Obviously, it is a bit different, and you get a lot of feedback through the gearbox as well, which takes some getting used to.
Turn left. Turn left.
Okay.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
See, why is that car signalling left? What's going to happen? It's an R32, I think. Yeah, the traffic just doesn't make sense on it. I think we stalled. That's right, next lights are still red anyway. Is it going to work in our favour? Keep it rolling. Yeah, on my DAF, it used to tell you how economically you were driving as well, which was pretty cool. And, yeah, obviously, because... Do you know what? We're going through it. Where lorries, yeah, such bad vehicles to run for efficiency, because they just go through so many litres per mile. Yeah, lots of people don't really think about it. They just floor it away from junctions and stuff. But in my DAF, it used to come up with a little score. I think it was at the end of every journey, and then it would have the score of the truck itself. So when I first got it, I reset everything, because someone else had driven it before me, the person who let the company down. But I reset everything, and then, yeah, I was getting it as green as possible. And then, yeah, I had to drive a different truck, and someone else drove mine, just for a couple of days or something. But when I got back in and I saw the score dropped, God, I was furious. But it's good, because the company used to know how much we were averaging miles per gallon because of the fuel that we put in. So it was good to see that I was, yeah, right up near the top of the list for efficiency. Because, yeah, if you keep your boss happy,
And then turn right.
they help you out a little bit. Right, so we're going up here.
Turn right.
I can't do it twice. What time are we at? 20 minutes. Okay. Yum yum. Nice. Don't mind Volvos either, actually. I know I shouldn't have gone. But it is just a game. Oh, and I've cut him up as well. Sorry, mate. Oh, I thought he was signalling.
Exit now.
I think in a second, where appropriate, I'm gonna yeah, pull up and have a quick break. So I'll pop you on pause, and then yeah, finish it off because I'm knackered. I'm absolutely knackered. So last night, I don't know what was going on outside, but it was bloody noisy. Kept waking up. There was some road rage the night before at about 4:30 in the morning, and someone was just driving along bibbing and revving, which was a real pleasure to wake up to. Yeah, an hour and a half before my alarm was going off. Perfect. Yeah, I'll keep going for a bit. I might be able to get to the end of the episode. 8 minutes. It's just my driving's going to be terrible. Yeah, I wish it said the roads as well on the GPS unit. I know I keep moaning about it, but I just think for a game that's still being developed, they're working on so many other things. Like, even the sounds on here are real, so like the car crashes, they actually dropped a car to get the sound from it. All that kind of thing. So there's lots of really good detail in this game. But the thing that you rely on the most, the sat-nav, is just rubbish. Just doesn't seem right to me. It's like another game that I play, or used to, Ep18. Really good game, but it's just infuriating because of the menus and everything. So I stopped playing it. Right, yeah, we are going off here. So there will be somewhere in here that I can stop and have a quick break. Right, so I'm used to the old one of these, so let's see what I think of it. First impressions. Right, so we'll need to go over here. We need to slow the F down.
And then turn left. Turn left.
Okay, right, freight. I wonder if we can go in that lane. Oh look, a learner driver truck. Oh god, I bet they're making a fortune out of being on ETS. I don't know the company, so I can't recommend it. What I do recommend though is if you're thinking about doing it, oh look, there was a third HGV lane as well. If you are thinking about doing it, go to a few companies and do a trial lesson. It's free, so you build up a little bit of experience. And if your instructor is constantly on their mobile phone, then go with someone else. Go with someone who's actually going to give you one-on-one. Because the first company that I thought about going with, he was constantly on his mobile phone and a laptop. And yeah, he didn't tell me how to adjust the air seat. The person that had driven the lorry before me, i.e. him, extremely overweight. So I was bouncing around to the point where I had to hold myself down using the brake pedal. But yeah, he didn't tell me any of that. So yeah, because he wasn't giving me one-on-one, I just went with someone else.
Keep right. And then exit right.
Right, what are you doing, mate? Are you waiting?
Exit
Yep.
right.
Okay. some companies do actually offer training. So if you go to the company, the companies that do that, they'll probably ask you to do a little driving assessment, and you'll go around like maybe in a van or something. And yeah, because it is expensive learning to drive a lorry. The trouble is, them companies, you're stuck with them for a certain amount of months. So it might be 24 months, it might be 12. And also, they'll probably pay you a little bit less. And being stuck at a company isn't something I'd want to be.
Rerouting.
Right, okay, so... Oh, it wants me to go through... I like it then. I like it already. It wants me to go through the scanner.
A new route.
Okay.
Recomputing.
So, this is an X-ray scanner, and this is saying give way, so we'll let this blue truck go. So, I've never been through here on the game, but I have in real life. Yeah, that's excellent. Okay. So, around here. I don't know how this is going to work. Yep, pretty realistic. So, only one vehicle at a time. Okay, it looks like there's two on here, but in real life it's only one vehicle at a time. You randomly get selected, and then you have to go into this
A new route.
place. And you drive up until... Yeah, I think a light goes red. So we'll drive up to this one. Yeah. So handbrake on. Oh, I didn't have the lights on. And then you actually jump out. So you go into a little office that's just down there somewhere. And then this this thing moves backwards and forwards, and it checks for, well, anything really. But yeah, you don't stay in the truck because obviously there's a risk of whatever. But yeah, that's pretty cool that it made me come through it. I don't know whether it's random or whether it makes you do it every time. And yeah, and then you get the all clear and you're on your way. Yeah, I like it. So I don't know why people were moaning. Maybe it gets worse as I go on. Yeah, so I know it's at 28 minutes. This episode might run over a little bit because, yeah, I'd like to see what other changes there are. And then the next episode, obviously, will be starting in France. Okay. Never heard of them. Didn't go in gear. I can't even remember what we've got on. Yeah, I don't think it looks bad. Okay, so we need to go over in that direction then. Right, it's swapped back. Okay, so maybe that's what they were talking about. So obviously you wouldn't be skipping this queue, you'd probably be joining it. Okay, green arrow. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate, so this is all a little bit different. Okay. New passage. Map updated. Right. So
Continue straight on.
I think the map wants us to go in this one. I don't know. Right. And then we need to go and board the train. Okay, so this is definitely different, yeah. And what, do we just drive straight in then? I think so. Is there a marker up there? Can't see it. Yeah, so in real life, obviously you don't stay in the lorry. So we're actually on a train now, just in case anyone doesn't know. Yeah, you can't stay in your lorry, so you have to park right up against the truck in front. And then you all get out and you go and get in a little train up the front, and my goodness, it stinks. It absolutely stinks. Because some lorry drivers, they don't even attempt a wash. Yeah, so you'd be right up against the back of that, but it's asking us to stop here. Right, so lights off. Handbrake on, engine off. Enter.
Finding a new route.
Yeah, so that one right in the middle there is the engine, but then you'd have a passenger one behind it. Or 2 or 3 or whatever for all the lorry drivers. Right. Okay, so let's 32 minutes. Let's drive out a little bit until I can find somewhere where I can stop. Try and find somewhere appropriate. It's quite daunting as well, putting a lorry in for the first time. One of these. Especially if you're new to lorry driving. But yeah, some deliveries, like, if you're having to back into a warehouse or something, some deliveries really throw you off because you're looking, like if it's daytime, you're looking into a warehouse or whatever that's pitch black, and you've just got to hope that there's nothing, behind you as you reverse in. And banksmen just don't understand. Obviously you wouldn't get a banksman reverse into there, but staff don't understand that, you're just looking into a completely black box. Right. So we're in France now, so at least we're on the right side of the road for the truck. And I just need to find somewhere to park up. Right, red and green. I don't know what that's about.
Roundabout, take the second exit.
I suppose I could have gone down there. Oh no, look, there's loads of spaces over here, so
now.
Let's
Continue straight on, and then turn right.
find somewhere in here. Okay, so this looks like
Right, and then turn right.
we might be able to park in here. I hope I'm not going back through. Back to Folkestone. I think this is just parking. Don't know. We'll figure it out though. I'm not going back to Folkestone, don't you worry. Right. Border facilities. Do you know what? I'm just going to stick it there. So we're going to go in here. And a little bit of that. A little bit of that. And that. Looks good to me. So yeah, we're finally in France. So hopefully there's a way of me... does that say salty? Yes, it does. Right, nice one. So we can just use this as parking. And then, we can get out into France. Right, so thanks for joining me, everyone. Really do appreciate each and every view. And if you've liked this, please feel free to join me in the next one. So, cheers, everyone. And bye for now.